Good day, everyone. I am Elvin Sebio, the speaker for today. So my topic is all about learner-centered psychological principle. This is the continuation of Saup's report. So first is the context of learning, which is under to cognitive and metacognitive factors. So, when we say context of learning, it is in a particular situation, or it involves making learning meaningful to students by connecting to the real world. Learning is influenced by environmental factors, including culture, technology, and instructional practices. Learning does not occur in a vacuum. Teachers play a major interactive role with both the learner and the learning environment. Cultural or group influences on students can impact many educationally relevant variables, such as motivation, orientation toward learning, and ways of learning. Technologies and instructional practices must be appropriate for learners' level of prior knowledge, cognitive abilities, and their learning and thinking strategies. The classroom environment, particularly the degree to which is nurturing or not, can also have significant impact on students' learning. So it means that learning does not only take place inside the classroom. Much of what learners learn in the classroom with their teachers can only have meaning once they see them concretely in their everyday life. So learning is always in a painful process. The job of a teacher in in a context of learning is to facilitate students or learners. So the second one is under in the motivational and affective factors. We have motivational and emotional influences on learning. The rich internal world of thoughts, beliefs, and goals and expectations for success or failure can enhance or interfere with the learner's quality of thinking and information processing. Students' beliefs about themselves as learners and the nature of learning have a marked influence on motivation. Emotional factors also influence on both the quality of thinking and information processing as well as individuals' motivations to learn. Positive emotions, such as curiosity, generally enhance motivation and facilitate learning and performance. Mild anxiety can also enhance learning performance by focusing the learner's attention on a particular task. Every one of us needs motivation. Motivation to learn is influenced by the individual's emotional state, beliefs, interests, and habits of thinking. It pertains to an individual's inner drive to do something and accomplish something to pursue goals. So, this means that we have to be positive all the time to ourselves, and we have to increase motivation. In short, be patient. Next is the intrinsic motivation to learn. So when we say intrinsic, it is in inner or within ourselves. Next is the intrinsic motivation to learn. So when we say intrinsic, it is in inner or within ourselves. Curiosity, flexible and insightful thinking, and creativity are major indicators of the learner's intrinsic motivation to learn, which is in large part of a function of meeting basic needs to be competent and to exercise personal control. Intrinsic motivation is facilitated on tasks that learners perceive as interesting and personally relevant and meaningful. Appropriate in complexity and difficulty to the learner's abilities and on which that they believe they can succeed. Intrinsic motivation is also facilitated on tasks that are comparable to real-world situations and meet needs for choice and control. Educators can encourage and support learners' natural curiosity and motivation to learn by attending the individual differences in learners' perceptions of optimal novelty and difficulty, relevant and personal choice and control. So, as teachers and mentors, the most important way to motivate students to learn is to present the value of the knowledge or concept in life. So next is effects of motivation on effort. Effort is another major indicator of motivation to learn. Educators need to be concerned with facilitating motivation by strategies that enhance learner effort and commitment to learning. Effective strategies include purposely learning activities guided by practices that enhance positive emotions and intrinsic motivation to learn. So the learner's motivation to learn is also partnered by their extended efforts. Teachers facilitate learning opportunities and experience that encourage learners to exert time and effort. We should spend enough time and effort every day. So the last one is the developmental influences on learning, which is under in the development and social factors. Individuals learn best when material is appropriate to their developmental level and is presented in an enjoyable and interesting way. Because individual development across intellectual, social, emotional, and physical domains. Achievement in different instructional domains may also vary. Overemphasis on one type of developmental readiness, such as reading readiness, may prelude learners from demonstrating that they are more capable in other areas of performance. The cognitive, emotional, and social development of individuals' learner and how they interpret life experiences affected by prior schooling, home, culture, and community factors. Early and continuing parental involvement in schooling and the quality of language interactions and two-way communications between adults and children can influence these development areas. Awareness and understanding of development differences among children with and without emotional, physical, or intellectual disabilities can facilitate the creation of optimal learning contexts. So, in this case, teachers are persons and professionals who should be knowledgeable of the various developmental milestones of learners. And that's all my report. Thank you for listening.